Welcome to Season 3 of the Changing Earth podcast with Sarah F. Hathaway, blending survival fiction and fact to bring you entertaining education that will help you dream, survive, and thrive. And now, here's your host, Sarah F. Hathaway.
Hello and welcome to the Changing Earth podcast. This is episode number 94, season 3, episode 14. Thank you all for coming back to see me today. It's always nice to have you on the show. I said see me because I'm doing the YouTube end as well as the audio end now. So I'd love to hear your feedback on how you're liking the YouTube videos, what you think of them, and also what you think of the format. I've played with two different styles. One where I'm splitting the show up into just the chapter reading and with the supplemental video for the interview afterwards. And then I also did a full show, which is a lot of video to watch. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I haven't received much feedback, and it would be really nice to hear what you think. So on a personal level, I got some, stuff going on. Trying to just make the property, make money, get some more funds in the coffer right now. So, it's not always easy for us starving artists, as they say. So I'm just kind of working with that. I just ordered in some more food supplies from PatriotSupply.com. I love working with their company. They've always been on the up and up. We have a nice AquaPure water filter from them. And then I did the food systems. I got that for 4 weeks. So probably be doing a review of that on YouTube. And then also we got let me show you, the Patriot Seed supplies from their organic seed vault. So I'm really happy with these. I got 3 of them because that would let me have 2 backups plus this year so I can check them out. And then there's a list of all of the products that are in here, and it's bush beans, sweet peppers, cucumbers, carrots, romaine lettuce, golden acre cabbage, etc., etc. Really good supply of seeds. I was really happy with it. Usually I spend a bunch of money on seeds every year. I love Burpees. They're a great company. But I decided to try these this year because when they come fully packaged without the seal broken, they'll last for 5 years. So I figured I could put 2 away and then have 1 to try out this year. A couple things we did notice missing out of it that we like to plant. I don't know about you. Corn. Corn's kind of essential. It's a big seed, so I can understand why it was excluded. It would kind of screw up the packaging. But, there was no corn included in here, so that's something that's going to have to be resupplied. And no pickling cucumbers. And for me, that's absolutely essential. We make pickles all the time, and everybody wants my bread and butter pickles. So I've got to go out and buy those. It's springtime. We're looking at starting our garden, getting it going. It's already getting hot here in California. They turned up the heat on us already. So the garden's got to go in. We were prepping it last weekend and of doing lots of weed eating and stuff like that. So that's my update, my personal update for you. So last week in the Walls of Freedom story, Erica and Star found out that Daniel had made it through surgery, okay, and he was on the road to recovery. So that's a good news. And so this week they're looking forward to a little R&R. And but that's not always the case in my books. So today I have Ben Brenham back on the show with us. Now, Ben does a ton of work for shooting instruction, mostly in the pistol area, but today he is going to talk to us about survival rifles and choosing the one that's best for you when you need to leave out the door. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into Chapter 14 of The Walls of Freedom story. The Walls of Freedom by Sarah F. Hathaway. Chapter 14. They followed Dolores out of the home and back into the dirt hallway. Walking back to the med center from this direction, Erica noticed the door was carefully hidden. If you didn't know it existed, you would never know it was there. Their eyes rapidly tried to adjust as they entered the brightly lit med center. "Wait here, I'll find Sam," Dolores ordered. She was back in a moment. "There you are. And may I say how much better you ladies look and smell," he added with a smile.
Daniel is one hell of a fighter. I got the tech out, and the boy will make a full recovery. Come and see him." Sam was giddy with his progress, and his energy was contagious. They entered a room that looked very much like a hospital room from Erica's past. She was stunned. Erica couldn't keep quiet any longer. "This place is amazing, Dolores. Did you put this all together after the Great Quake?" No, Erica. I've always loved women and medicine. So I've always made sure my ladies have access to the best medical care available. I want quality women for my operation, not skanks off the street." Erica was a little taken back by her direct answer, but she understood the implication immediately and figured operation was a polite word for brothel. Without skipping a beat, Dolores pulled back the curtain and revealed Daniel peacefully sleeping in a hospital bed. "And here he is," she announced. Erica felt like she hovered over to him, never remembering any of the steps she took. She stroked his soft blonde hair and noticed that his breathing was not so shallow and had returned to normal. "Your husband and son have already been by to visit him," Erica barely heard Dolores say. "They're here? They made it?" Star asked from the foot of Daniel's bed. "Yes, they're getting cleaned up now," Dolores said, her eyes focused on Erica. "Thank God," Erica whispered, stroking her son's hair and finally relaxing. Now that she knew her family was safe again, she wanted to pass out. Her legs began to wobble. "I bet you ladies could use a rest. Come on, your boy is fine. See?" "I'll let you know as soon as he awakes," Dolores urged Erica. "Sounds good to me. I could use a drink," Star said, feeling the same welcome relief as she rubbed Daniel's small feet. "Come on, Mom." Erica stroked his head one last time before turning to follow Dolores. "Is Vlad okay as well?" Erica wondered about her traveling companion. "He'll be fine. We've treated much worse, and he got lucky. The bullet missed his femoral artery," Dolores assured them. "That's good," Star interjected. Dolores led them out of the med center and back to the dark tunnel. This time, they didn't enter the house, but continued down the corridor. Erica noticed another door similar to the one they had entered to get into the first house, but they passed that one as well. They finally entered a door at the end of the hallway. A large sitting room awaited them, with elaborate couches and fancy coffee tables. "Relax and enjoy yourself. You are safe. Eat, drink, and be merry. Your family will have to push on as soon as Daniel is healthy enough to do so. Having you all here is just too risky, even for me. But the tech that boy carried has paid for your stay in full," Dolores declared. "Thank you, Dolores. I don't want you to get in any trouble on our account. We'll be gone as soon as Daniel is able," Erica agreed. "Don't worry about that now. Enjoy your time here while you have it. The world out there will not give you much time to relax. Alexis!" Dolores yelled for the girl. "Yes, ma'am," the girl mumbled quietly as she came into the room. Erica marveled at how the girl always just appeared when Dolores needed her, and then shrunk back into the shadows. "Get these ladies anything they want. Food, drink, smoke, men, anything they want," Dolores said as she left on some unknown mission. "Yes, ma'am," she muttered again. Alexis left Erica and Star in the room as she went to gather food and drinks. "Did you hear that, Star? You could get a man," Erica teased. "I'm good, Mom. I'm still missing Ron," Star admitted, thinking of the boyfriend she had left behind in the refugee camp. He had been a good man, hard-working, and had earned himself a spot in the military force. But he would have never left his post to chase freedom with Star. "I'm sorry, Star. I was just joking," Erica replied, feeling guilty for not thinking of the man Star had left behind. "It's okay, Mom. I made the decision to leave him. Let's just forget the past for now and enjoy this time here and now," Star declared, trying to stay cheerful. "You got it," Erica agreed. Alexis returned with assorted sliced meats, cheeses, fruits, nuts, asparagus wrapped with real bacon. She also had a 6-pack of beer and water. The bottles had no labels, but it was real beer, and the water was clean. "Oh my goodness, I must have died and gone to heaven," Erica declared, excited to see the spread of food laid out before them. Alexis was shocked by Erica's reaction and almost dropped the tray. Star immediately grabbed the tray from her. "Don't be scared. It's just been a very long time since we've seen a spread like the one you have there, Star said to the girl, trying to make her feel comfortable. Do you ladies need anything else? Alexis asked quietly. No, we're all set, Erica squealed with delight as she stuffed one of the white asparagus spears into her mouth. Oh, this is heaven, Star agreed as she flavored the rare delicacy. Erica and Star chatted about things that women share with one another. They drank 2 of the beers and were halfway through the tray when the biggest door to the room opened and a strange man poked his head in. The man swayed with drunkenness, and the uniform he wore was disorderly draped around his body. He stumbled into the room, and his eyes were drawn to Star's beauty. So, this is where Dolores is keeping the new tricks nowadays, he slurred out his words. Erica and Star were frozen in fear. They had no idea who this guy was or where he came from. Cat got your tongues, ladies? He questioned as he stumbled sideways across the room. He approached them. Aren't you a beauty? He declared, staring at Star. Your friend has a lot of scars, but she's not bad on the eyes either. Look at all this food and beer. You must be new, getting the grand welcome, are we? To Star and Erica's relief, Dolores entered the room suddenly. Johnny, what are you doing down here? Dolores questioned. You know you're not supposed to be down here. And you know, Miss Dolores, that Major Cole Burgess only likes the new girls, and it looks to me like you have a couple of them hiding down here, Johnny replied confidently. Erica's heart just about stopped dead in her chest. Did she hear him right? She wondered. Did he just say Major Cole Burgess? The name came like a blast from the past. She had known him as Master Sergeant Cole Burgess. His mercenary squad had been assigned as the military force for their very first salvage mission that Erica and her family had gone on while working on the rescue squad. He had questioned her relentlessly about her experiences as the lone survivor from Sacramento, and he would recognize her immediately. No, these ladies are spoken for, Vince declared as he walked proudly through the door. Erica's heart burst at the sight of him. He was dressed in a very sleek suit, clean-shaven and as handsome as she could ever remember. His dancing eyes met hers, and he had to regain his confident demeanor quickly. He had almost lost it at the sight of his beautiful wife, looking so gorgeous in her little black dress. Dexter looked just as handsome and very grown up as he walked through the door, tugging at the neckline of his shirt, with a tie pulled up tight. And who are you? The drunken man protested. These are some VIPs from Kansas. I am entertaining for the night, Dolores declared. Well, if that's the case, maybe Major Burgess would like to entertain them as well, the man replied cockily. I think I have a couple of ladies that Major Burgess would find much more entertaining, Dolores insisted. Jennifer! A beautiful lady, scantily clad, boldly stepped into the room. Yes, dear, she said lovingly to Dolores. Can you please take Johnny back upstairs and tell Ginger and Missy that they will be entertaining Major Cole Burgess tonight? I guess so. Why can't Alexis? Jennifer replied, sounding put off by the mundane request. Please, Jennifer, take care of this for me. I need to see to our guests, Dolores pleaded. All right, but you owe me, Jennifer responded in a huff as she eyeballed Star. It was a look of jealousy, and Erica surmised that this must be Dolores' partner. The door to the upper floors clicked shut as Jennifer left to follow Johnny up the stairs. Dolores, did he say Major Cole Burgess? Erica questioned immediately, leaning around Vince as he approached her. Vince spun to look at Dolores as well as he sat next to Erica on the sofa holding her hand. Their hearts now pounded in tandem. Yes, he's a very important soldier who frequents my facility. We keep him entertained and he makes sure the doors stay open. Why, do you know him, darling? Dolores wondered. I know exactly who he is. And more importantly, Erica began, he would know exactly who we are, the family relayed in unison. Oh, honey, are you serious? Dolores's brown hair bounced in the air as she jumped to her feet. Wilbur, she called. The gigantic teddy bear of a man filled the room as he entered. Ready, Tunnel 4. Tell Jason to have fatigues and provisions ready immediately, she commanded, turning her attention back to the family. Y'all wait here. She stammered as she left out the door to the medical center. Sam! She called down the hall as she clicked the door shut. The family stared at one another, unsure what they should do. Eat, Erica told them as she started stuffing her face with the meats, cheeses, and dried fruits that had been provided for them. We may not get to for a while, she mumbled with her mouth full. The family followed suit, destroying the plates of food. There was no time for formalities now. The hair on the back of Erica's neck stood up as the doorknob on the wall opposite to the medical room turned. Through it came Tony. Oh, Tony, am I glad to see you, Erica announced, hearing an overall sigh from her loved ones. I heard that you guys have to make an early departure. I'm staying with Vlad, of course, but I wanted to say goodbye, she said with tears forming in her eyes. Oh, Tony, Erica exclaimed, hugging her. Thanks for everything. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. Yes, Vince agreed, hugging the two of them. We owe you and your husband big time. Thanks so much. Thank you for not shooting us on the boat, Tony chuckled a little. It's a hard world out there. People like yourselves are hard to find. Stay low and don't trust anyone. Tony hugged them tight. Then she went and held Dex and Star, wishing them safe travels as well. Dolores flew into the room in a puff. Sam was close on her heels, holding Daniel in his arms. He was dressed in camouflage. Daniel was still unconscious, but his color had returned and Erica heard his breath coming naturally. He's still going to be out for a while. His body had a hard fight, but the incision to remove the device was small. I have everything you need to stop the infection in this medical kit. Plus, I put enough potassium iodide in there to ward off the radiation sickness for months. But the further north you go, the less you will need it. You guys brought us a gold mine in that chip, and I set you up good, Sam said, handing the boy to Wilbur, who had entered through the opposite door. Safe journeys to you all, and God bless you. Tony gave the small boy a kiss. Well, I guess this is it. Goodbye, guys, Tony said, pausing in the doorway. We'll meet again, Vince replied hopefully. Goodbye, Tony, the family concluded. She left and Erica wondered if they would really meet again, but there was no time for that now. Dolores was shuffling them all through the door Tony had just gone through, except she pulled a lever hidden amongst some vases on a shelf and an opening in the wall slid open. Back into the dark tunnels they went until they came to a room much like the one they had arrived in. Wilbur placed Daniel in the center of a metal slab that headed out on a northbound track. Here are some traveling clothes for y'all. Dolores pointed to a pile of clothes on a wooden table. Your bags are there. Feel free to take any food and weapons you need. She slid open 2 doors that had supplies inside. The family raided the shelves, taking jerky, dried fruits, evaporated milk, dehydrated meals, and whatever else they could fit into their bags. They already had nice K-bar knives, so they overlooked that section of the cabinet, all except Dexter. He took a set of very nice throwing knives. They all chose an additional pistol to carry, so they had 2 pistols and opted for 9mm because then they only needed to carry 1 type of ammo. Star took a 9mm and ammo too, but she also grabbed some .45 ammo for her 1911. She was really enjoying the feel of that gun. Erica added an AR-15 to her weapons, and Star and Dex chose Winchester 30-30s. The 30-30s took the same ammo as Vince's M1 Garand, so they could use it interchangeably. They found extra magazines in bins and grabbed a couple for each gun. They were essential to long gunfights. Vince was grabbing a couple of Ruger 10-22s like Erica was carrying. That round is too small, Dad, Star chimed in, noticing his selection. I still have my M1, but I like 22s. It's good for small game. It's quiet, and the bullets are lighter so I can carry more, Vince defended. This one's for Daniel, he declared, holding up the lightweight rifle. Star just shrugged at him as she put on the fatigues. Ah, it's good to feel normal again, she announced, putting on her hat and tossing the dress into a heap on the floor. I agree, Erica concurred. I don't know. I kind of like the new look, Vince disagreed, dreamy-eyed. They can't exactly go hiking in heels, Dad, and I can't stand this damn tie, Dex chimed in, ripping off the tie and unbuttoning the tight neck shirt. They could try. It sure would be fun to watch, Vince teased. Erica socked him in the arm and they enjoyed a chuckle. Soon they were all suited up and ready to board the metal slab with Daniel. Safe journeys to you all, Dolores announced, giving them a hug. It has been my pleasure. Thank you so much, Dolores. How can we ever repay you? Vince queried, hugging the gorgeous lady. You already have. Now get going. I'll clean things up here, she announced. And just like that, she was gone. Well, here we go again, Dex announced as he boarded the slab. Erica guessed he wasn't thrilled about riding this underground death trap either.
Erica's family is shuttled out the door again. But this time, they get to choose from a selection of weapons on their way out. So they get to see this cabinet. It's got all these goodies in them. And they get their choice of what weapons they want to take with them. So I thought that would be awesome. It's like a kid in a candy store. So here to talk to us today about what rifle he would choose on the way out the door is Ben Brenham.
Thank you for joining Sarah for this episode of the Changing Earth podcast. Don't forget to pick up your copy of Day After Disaster, Without Land, and The Walls of Freedom at www.author.sarahfhathaway.com. If you love this podcast, please head on over to iTunes or Amazon.com and let everyone know by leaving a review.